Today is the 1st of April 2025, and there is news today. While it isn't actually technically on V70, Zeek has released a pretty big April Fool update with changes to pretty much every entity, or kind of so it looks like from the patch notes, because as you can see, SteamDB shows here the update and consequently the patch notes as well. And I haven't played it yet because I wanted to pump this video out as soon as possible, but I'm going to upload like a follow-up video kind of like showing all the entities and like their changes in depth kind of thing. So here are the patch notes. He says, "Happy April Fools. I know there's no space for another update in between now and V70, so this will have to do." And as you can see, it's called version 69.5, the half-assed update, which I mean, it kind of makes sense because you wouldn't really be able to go to V70, would you? So I guess we're getting a little 0.5, version 69.5, as you can see from this screenshots that Newok sent me. It looks really shoddily drawn. It doesn't look like it's actual text, so that's a bit freaky, but oh well. So, the barber now gives you braids instead of killing you, which the bracken now spawns outside and hides in vein shrouds before grabbing you with its tongue and dragging you in. So it kind of sounds like it's just stolen the Kidnapper Fox AI. The bunker spider now is always set to arachnophobia mode unless the setting is turned on. That's kind of evil. Butlers now sweep up scrap over to the main entrance and attempting to kill you. I think that's a mistake by Zekas. And attempt to kill you if you try picking any of it up. So it sounds like they're kind of similar to hoarding bugs now, but instead they take stuff to you, and it's slightly more dangerous. And butler bees will hoard around the nearest high-value scrap. So that sounds like they kind of do a bit like circuit bees, and they camp around some scrap that you have. Coil heads now only move when you look at them and stop when you aren't, so that's also kind of evil. Ghost Girl is completely invisible and makes no sound. So I guess that means you just won't be able to tell when she spawns. That's a bit weird. I'm gonna have to test that out. Hoarding bugs now hoard everything. I'm not really sure what this means. This could mean like they can take like bodies and stuff, and like, or maybe like people as they're alive, kind of like how people thought that Lasso Man would be. But I'm not sure. I'll have to test later. Oh wait, hang on, what? I think he accidentally copy-pasted that, oops. The Hygrodere undergoes mitosis every 3 hours and can phase through walls and doors. So I think that would mean, I guess if it duplicates, there'd be like 8 by the end of the day, which can all go through doors and walls. Doesn't sound very fun. The Jester now starts popped and shoots a laser from its skull that moves in a 180 degree. Okay, that just sounds like Repo. I think it's doing a little reference there to the clown, I think. The man-eater now will put players in its stomach in baby form. I guess if that's in baby form, like when it eats scrap, I guess it would do the same to players? To live players, which is... I don't know how that's going to work, but... Alright. Must will now spawn more frequently and repeat the words of past players, so that sounds like the Skinwalker mod or Mirage mod from like a while ago. Nutcrackers when kicking you only leave you on critical and sprawls on the floor, plus their shotgun has a little twist now. I don't know what the little twist means, but I think that's just meaning they're kicking you in the balls, which is kind of funny. Snare fleas are now actual fleas and will at one weight... I think Zekas is very good at spelling. And will add 1 weight per flea on you. At 50 fleas, you suffocate. Okay. So that sounds kind of like tulip snakes, but instead they kill you, which is kind of cool. And I guess maybe they wouldn't hang on the ceiling anymore. It sounds like a completely different entity, to be honest. Spore lizards now bite much more often and create fog wherever they go, homing to the nearest player and dealing 90 damage per bite. So it sounds like they actually might be like the most dangerous entity at this point. I can't lie. Yeah, that sounds like extremely overpowered, so might want to worry about them. The Thumper is called the Thumper or the Half due to the fact that its upper torso was bitten off by the others in the womb. I think that's just the bestiary entry, isn't it? Unless, wait. Oh, hang on a minute. If it's upper torso... Wait, does that mean it's only going to be legs or something? I know what that's going to look like. It's probably not going to look very good. Baboon hawks will now spill to you when approaching to... I think this may be a little Huck Tour reference, but I sure hope so. I'd let a baboon hawk Huck Tour on me any day. The Earth Leviathan is now rideable. Maybe that's like a June reference, like the sandworms. So that would be kind of cool. Eyeless dogs now have quite big eyes. Okay. Forest keepers will now hide in trees and once spotted throw the trees at players from. I don't get how he coded all of this within such a short time, bro. It's kind of crazy. The old bird is now a large, slightly stronger man's coil. So I guess they're just like actual big birds now. The man's coil is now a smaller, slightly weaker old bird. Okay, so I guess they just swap places or something. Succubees now take on a slightly larger mechanical bee form. I guess like a big bee? I don't know. Roaming locusts now swarm every tree in sight and remove all bark, leaves, and shrubbery from the surrounding area. Okay, so it sounds like actual locusts then. Tulip snakes now suffocate you when attempting to fly. Okay, so slightly like more dangerous now, I guess. The chances of Z-dogs, clown horns, air horns, and rubber ducks are greatly increased. Okay, that kind of makes sense because a lot of seasonal updates, the theme of the update kind of gets like added on. In Christmas update, how the presents increased in commonness. Embryon's power cap was increased. I guess more old birds are gonna spawn. That's fun. Turrets, landmines, and traps can now spawn outside of the facility. Okay, that's kind of like Brutal Company then. So I don't know how traps are gonna work. I guess they'll just be floating about. That's all. Okay, I'm not gonna read that yet. I don't care about that. So yeah, I'm gonna link in the description when I do my follow-up video, which should be in about 3 hours. I think you can probably expect. So yeah, you should be able to update Steam now, whatever time zone you're in. So good luck with that and have fun with the update.